30 million people, more than 13% of the adult population. That's how many of us fell victim to scams of one sort or another in the latest Federal Trade Commission survey. And it's not just the greedy and the gullible who fall for these schemes. Increasingly, it's also the poor and the desperate. Let's take a look at the ConsumerAffairs.com Top 10 Scams of 2007.
Weight loss scams. They range from the ridiculous to the sublime. Transdermal Products settled FTC charges associated with its weight loss patch. Wearing the patch was supposed to make you lose weight. Needless to say, it didn't. Work-at-home scams. You've seen The Office. Half of America longs to fire their idiot boss and work for themselves. Unfortunately, too many of them get suckered into work-at-home schemes that enrich only those selling them. In Arkansas, some consumers paid $99 to be hired as envelope stuffers, believing they would be paid $10 for each ad they sent out. Fake lottery scams. Thousands of Americans continue to fall for these phony sweepstakes, which are mostly run out of Canada. They're led to believe they've won a fortune and tricked into cashing a phony check, sending real money back to the scammer. The Craigslist scam. Much like the fake lottery scam, people advertising something on the popular classifieds website are tricked into depositing a large phony check and sending real money to the scammer. Craigslist has published a user's guide to avoid this ripoff. Computer layaway scams. Blue Hippo and its imitators sold grossly overpriced computers and TV sets to people with poor credit and often didn't even send the merchandise. Several states took action against them in 2007. We'll buy your home scams. With a subprime mortgage meltdown triggering a wave of foreclosures, desperate homeowners would do almost anything to get rid of their homes in a slow market. Some unscrupulous companies took title to these distressed properties, but left homeowners still liable for the mortgage. IRS phishing scams. Who's afraid of the IRS? Nearly everyone. That's why scammers have begun disguising their phishing emails as threatening missives from the tax collection agency. The IRS had to respond to these scams for much of 2007. Unauthorized billing scams. Judging by our mail, nothing infuriates consumers more than this scam. Even if the monetary loss is only $9.95, the fact that a business would think it could hit your credit card without your informed consent simply drives people up the wall, as well it should. States and federal agencies cracked down on this practice in 2007, but not nearly enough. The complaints continue. The military spouse scam. Spouses of service personnel serving in Iraq and Afghanistan were targeted by identity thieves, claiming their loved ones had been wounded and needed treatment, but first they needed their Social Security number, forms and regulations. The e-card greeting scam. Who doesn't like to receive one of these animated e-card greetings? But if you don't know the sender, delete it. Hackers have begun using the guise of a friendly greeting to download a Trojan onto victims' computers, giving them access to the hard drives.
There were plenty of other egregious scams in 2007 that didn't make our list, but probably will next year. After all, scams are nothing new. They've been around almost as long as people have. In the meantime, it's good to remember, if something sounds too good to be true, it's a scam. Mark Huffman, ConsumerAffairs.com.